Leave all the negativity behind. This is a no stress zone.
outside. You hold me tight, just my type. You know me high. It's cold outside. It bless me. Everything that stress me.
Welcome to Pisces TV with Dr. MB. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign. Okay, so whether it be a pick a card, a general reading, love, career, finances, it's for you, and my readings are timeless. If it doesn't resonate with you, check other signs in your chart. Make sure you check out my other videos. If it does resonate, subscribe and thumb me up. Okay, I like those. Leave comments. Make sure you share with your friends. Join us online on Facebook TV as well if you hadn't already. I'm on Instagram as @DrMBTV. And in the description box, you'll find a lot of information on how to reach me. If you need personal readings, check the community board also for specials. I do specialize in spell reversals, distant Reiki, tarot training, life coaching, and much, much more. Let's get started. All right, order in the classroom. So this is the finance reading. And we're going to start out with the fact that these cards fell, right, while I was preparing for this, okay? But the waterfall, the storm, the fog, and then we have the nexus. So that was a trip. When I picked the cards up and looked at them, that's what made me say, I'm going to keep these cards. And we're going to talk about these cards. Because my first mind, and I ain't going to lie, it was so funny. I said it's like the Planeteers coming together or some shit with this, the waterfall, the storm, and the fog. So, I think you have, man, that explains it. So when it comes to finances, love is on the back burner, okay? I see tower moments, and then I have the monk. So some of you guys have gone through several different events throughout the seasons, right? And these chain of events were orchestrated, and now and I know it was another one. I said, where's the other one at? So we have the forest, right? So I think you entered this forest, right? Went through this fog. Went through the storm. And this waterfall, okay, kind of took a deep dive in, or maybe that waterfall, damn it, I knew that was going to happen, that hurt. Maybe that waterfall is what came in and washed all the shit away, right? So, the tower, the monk, right, going on this journey, going through some storms, and then the waterfall also speaks to abundance. So, and that's in our present energy with the storm in the past, and we have the fog, being able to see clearly. Or maybe you had to change your maybe you're not seeing clearly, right? Maybe you're seeing it at what is it, aerial? Like where you look really close, because I have the city here. And then I had the telescope. So the telescope speaks to distance. The city speaks to community. Industrial business. So maybe getting a different perspective on your business sense, right? On your logic. And then I have the nexus, and that's the coming together of two or more things. So definitely after this time of isolation and this reflection and new perspective, we come into partnership, unionship. Some of you guys will be networking with one or more people on a project. So I like that. Now, we will go ahead and get started with our reading. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising sign. I think I've said that. And also check the description box for contact info and the community boards, because a lot of y'all like specials, right? All right, let's see what we got here for finances. For my dear Pisces, I'm going to take 3 with my Fendi, Sassy, fuck it, my Kipper deck, okay? I have Journey and Pathway. And so that's the thing. You see how we had the city and then we had the forest. So this is significant, I'm sure. We got 10 and 35. And then message of concern. Now this message of concern is in the past. So maybe some of you guys were concerned about health. We're concerned about court cases, court costs, closing on the house, some news you could use, right? And then look, we have this community card again, right here. So the solution is that you will receive some help with whatever thing you're concerned about. This last minute situation, you're going to receive some help. And now I have adjudication, so this is like forgiveness regarding whatever this message is that comes in for you. For some of you, it's legal. For some of you, it has to do with the feminine energy. For others of you, it's an expectation of income. Boop. So I'm going to put that out there. And I see the female there, so it's income. Unexpected income. Now I have main female. This could also be, if you're a male Pisces, going toward a female business partner, or just taking a journey through the law of attraction, because that's feminine energy and wisdom. Some of you that are trying to manifest through the law of attraction, this house, it's coming. And I have this, if you were in poverty due to like a divorce settlement or something about this house, something about also imprisonment. I see some of you guys are kind of walking away from okay, and coming out privileged. So it's like you get justice for this situation. Let me see, give me 1 second. Stop doing that. You ask for something one time and you wait, okay? You say that. So, I think you guys are taking a journey away from this poverty mindset or feeling stuck. You got tired of going down that same road, kind of like expecting some type of forgiveness or some forbearance or for some debt to be washed off, honey. You were expecting that. And it shows that you do ultimately get that unexpected income. And it comes through the form of the community or some kind of help. That could be the universe. That could be an actual family member. That can be through state assistance, hell, welfare, lottery, at work, a raise, just anywhere. So the overall gist of that, I just wanted to get a feel for it. And some of you guys have had some financial setbacks and may have been afraid to ask for help, or wanted to know if you'll have the help or assistance that you'll need to move forward with whatever your desires are. Okay. Now we'll get started with the Celtic Cross style reading. Okay, so first out we have the Hermit. Okay, so the Hermit is going to go within for perspective, right? The messenger that brings back information from other realms, the shaman. Okay, this is also energy about solitude, right? So maybe you guys have just like retreated from something. If that's just energy, it's just the energy of retreat. And look at that. Like I said, this is definitely manifesting. We have the star there. So the Hermit and the star. The Hermit, I believe, is Virgo energy. if that you look at where they fall in your chart or any significance in the moon cycle, the star is vulnerability, and also wish fulfillment, as well as Aquarian energy. And both of these cards have a spotlight. You see that? The Hermit has a spotlight on this darkness, and the star is like the light, right? So maybe this star, this wish, is going to shed light on some of your darkness, or this forest. Didn't we have this card that said the forest, right? So look at this as I hide that broken nail. This looks pretty foresty to me, okay? And he's standing there with his light, and it's like dun 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 dun. What is the light? It is Star Stripper Lady. It's the stripper stuff. Okay, so that's cute how that worked out, though. I see the light, the wish. Your wish is going to lead the way. So whatever you wished for, I think is going to, yeah, buddy. Okay, with this King of Coins here. Ooh, and Ten of Cups. So we talked about movement, and then, like I said, a home, purchase of a home. We'll see what the other cards say, though. Now, the past, yep, you moved or wanted to move away from something to rebuild somewhere else. So if you are in real estate, marketing and things of that nature, maybe you switched locations. Maybe you guys want to purchase a boat. Shit. Maybe some of you are considering moving across the actual water, because these cards have been coming out together, and I shuffle these cards and have all kind of different readings. But it's like moving away from whatever this is, going out toward that Ten of Cups. And then this is coming to shore and building your foundation. Now, the fact that, and I've never paid attention to this, but I'm going to try to make some sense of it right now. The fact that this point is downward, right? Isn't that like water energy, right? When the triangle is upside down, the elemental symbol or whatever. And then we have four sides. Four sides, right? So I don't know. I just feel like there's some significance to it being upside down like that, because the pyramid, is flat on the foundation with the pointed top. And so this one with the pointed top on the people just makes me feel like there's more so communication or building from above, like as above, so below. So kind of like this started in another realm. I'll just say that if that makes sense. And if it don't, that's cool. Now this is past energy anyway. Now okay, before I can even get it out. Immediate future, 2 tens, completion. So you're coming from this Ten of Cups to this Ten of Wands. And it's like you're almost there, guys. And this is crazy. I can't even put this card down. This came out with this. So 9, 10. And then look, I don't even know what it means. It's at the bottom of the deck. All I did was look at the King of Swords. I didn't even ask for clarifier. So I'm not going to take it. But I have the 9 of Wands, which is an uphill battle. You're near the end of. That clarified the 10 of Wands, right? And then crowning it is the 10 of Cups. Now, judgment is a final answer, a final calling, you answering your calling, or some type of completion on the logical situation, something with school, anything with communication. Like I said, again, with law, if you guys have had any legal issues, communication. So I don't know, this communication about whatever this is you're trying to rebuild. Okay, that's the environmental factor, is judgment. So what's coming up is some type of final say. I don't want to say ending, but it's a final say. And I think a new creative project is evolving from this, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and if this is a partnership, that's cool. But working through the night, whatever you're doing, you're working through the night, kind of trying to save your money, trying to do right with money, and that's cool. And I have this King of Wands and this Empress with the 2 of Wands under your wishes, and that's telling me all about birthing an idea, all about creating a project, having the energy and the strength. Even athletes, you guys, if you're training for anything, having the strength to endure whatever. But this is definitely about creating, about giving birth to something, and it not just being an idea, but actually taking the steps to move toward it. So that's what you desire after getting the clarity over it, right? And the overall outcome, I have the, look at that. I have the Page of Coins with the Ace of Swords, okay? So if we read it this way, the Page of Swords is about reaching out. The Page of Swords is about belief and hope, right? So your dedication and loyalty, your vulnerability, your childlike innocence, which is your optimism, right, toward this idea that kind of frightened you at first, right? Because it almost seemed either too good to be true, or there was like some deception involved. For some of you, there was like some tricky little situation. But outside of that, when you stepped away from the illusions, you know, got some courage, it's like taking a step forward with a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of elegance and grace. And this wish fulfillment leads to not only this 10 of coins, but the 10 of cups. And it's like 3 tens here. So I thought that was so cool. Now let's see what this, okay. So you were at a crossroad at some degree about taking this leap of faith. And let's see what this is. An offer. Pisces, King of Swords, Page of Cups. So this is evolution. With the moon here, this is like what you don't see, right? And it's an upgrade. And not to say that, you know, a male is an upgrade from a female. I'm looking at the energy here. So we have the Page of Wands here with this Ace of Wands and this leap of faith. And then we have this King of Wands, Two of Wands, like wanting to move forward or going your own way, right? With confidence, conviction. And then we have this Page of Cups, which is like a message. And it's sitting on a soapbox. So maybe a very heartfelt message, right? From whatever this King of Swords energy is with this moon. And it's still coming under this Aquarius energy. Chris, where's his shirt?
Mommy, it's so soaking wet.
Okay, find another one. With this moon energy and this king energy and the page with this queen over here and judgment, like I said, maybe you had to switch up, or maybe some of the energies needed to be balanced as far as how you went about whatever this project is, because it was like you wanted maybe to do it with another person, and then the part of you may have wanted to do it alone. Or maybe you felt that it would be more beneficial for you if you joined this big corporation. And then you were like, well, ain't nothing wrong with a little mom and pop shop if I do it myself. But then you were like, where would I get insurance? Insurance is high, you know, like for an entrepreneur. So that's why I feel with these pages, skipping the nights. So it's like going from 0 to 100, right? Because you go from pages to kings and queens and carrying on. And a lot of this has to do with money. It has to do with some type of deception, maybe in a partnership. It has a lot to do with your personal growth, a creative project, you making a wish to have something fulfilled, and then this King of Coins. And see, well, this is the first night here. So this tells me that money is slow, or was slow. And you felt alone, right? And this 10 of Cups is your fulfillment. The 10 of Cups is what you get. The 10 of Cups is aligning with destiny. Or for some of you, this was the offer that you walked away from because there was too much competition. And you had to, it was just like too much. Here's the King of Cups. Here's the Page of Swords. So you're doing all your research on it. You put in your profitable bid or whatever, you did the work. Go get a shirt. You did the work.
No.
Okay, cool. And this is about loans in schools, like I said, learning, looking into loans, grant writing, and all of that kind of stuff. And it's heavy. So beneath that, we have the 10 of Wands. With the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and then now the Universe and the Emperor. So it's just like all of this hard work, and you at one point was on your ass, right? But you kept going. You studied, you looked into things, you tried to calculate things, you kind of researched, like, what do I need to start this kind of business? And if you haven't done these things, then feel free to write them down and get started doing it. But that's what's going to give you this new foundation, and suddenly, and I mean probably overnight, moving away and rebuilding is going to come to you, and it's going to like fall at your feet, and it's going to be something that you'll be happy about with this 9 of Cups, with this Emperor. So now you have the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. So that's 2 9s and 2 10s. And then you got some couples, not figuratively. Figuratively. You have the Queen and the King. The Queen of Swords is, like I said, logic, sticking to the facts, not being cold, but maybe calculated. The King of Swords is definitely cold, and also calculated, but maybe a little bit more aggressive and more cutting. Maybe hiding information, or maybe hiding something, because when you have water, right, and all these cups on the board, and then you add the air energy, I know that the difference between air and water, because we had water, storm, and all that shit, the difference is water is about feelings and emotion, and air is about communication and logic. And so those two are not the same, but I think some of you are going to partner with an individual that has those characteristics, or you yourself are balancing out those type of characteristics, like getting your emotions under control to be more business savvy, or for those of you that are 100% business trying to get into a creative or holistic or spiritual market, you have to lighten up some and be authentic. So all of you guys overall are focused on work. You're focused on creating things. The 8 of Pentacles and my intuitive perspective of this card, it's like whatever you guys are working on, the missing piece is coming to the puzzle, and that's going to pull everything together for you. So if you hadn't already, take a look at the general reading that I've posted. I will be doing love and singles, because I know yesterday I just did the singles, and lovers, they watch it, they be nosy. So I am going to you're so silly. I'm going to load those things. I appreciate you guys for the time that you spend with me. I love you guys. I send love and light all into your lives. I send abundance and happiness and high vibes. Join us on Facebook at Pisces TV. And